What is up, guys? An unusual start to a video, but in the last weeks and months I really got into a negative spiral, and I've talked about this in the video of yesterday, which today I realized was not because of not sleeping enough, not sticking to habits, not doing this or that. It's not that. It's the belief that I might not achieve what I set out to achieve. And so today I really took a long time. It's like 5 p.m. now. I mean, I did some stuff, but really I was thinking through what I'm doing wrong right now because it all feels so negative currently. Obviously, you should be expecting hard work when you go on a path like I am, but this was not the hard work kind of feeling. This was more like am I even doing the right thing? Am I even on the path right now? And I realized that it was my beliefs that kind of changed. And so what you really want to do if you want to achieve something great is you have to first change your belief about yourself and then act like that. The issue that I had in the last weeks, and that probably you do too, is you think you need to do stuff, and then the more you do that stuff, the more stuff starts happening and the more you become that person. But because your brain is really just like ChatGPT, you think your brain is very smart, but it's not that smart. It's actually really dumb, and so it will always try to stick to what it knows and not to something it doesn't know. So if you want to become something, your brain only can do what it knows, and so you can only do what you already are. You can't become something else. And so what you really have to do is think about who you want to become and then say, I am that person. And then you think to yourself, or you look it up, what does this person do? How does this person act? And then you act like that. So you didn't wait for evidence in your world by repetition, but you really started creating yourself and then start acting out, and then the evidence will show up itself. A few months ago, if you watched my videos, I created something that's called manifesto, where basically I wrote down what I look like, who I am in 2030, what my life looks like. It's like the evidence, but I just realized that I have to do it for now. I don't have to think like in 2030 I will be this, I am that, whatever. I have to think, who am I now? I decide who I am now by thinking about who I want to be in 2030 or 2040, whatever your time frame is. But really what your dream life looks like, you have to think about who you are as a person in that dream life, and then you break it down to, or you pull it into reality. You say, okay, I'm not waiting for 20, 30 or 40 or whatever. I am that person right now. And now obviously this isn't easy because you programmed your mind to act in a certain way. And now if you suddenly have to be a dominant person, you have to speak up, you have to just go to random people and talk to them, you have to take responsibility. It will feel strange because you're not used to that, but that's how you start. So you start by saying, I am that person. Then you think about, how does this person act? And then you just say, okay, I act how that person acts. That's what I do. That's who I am, because I am already successful. I am already good looking, whatever your goal is. Yeah, I'm just taking a walk here to really have my mind going through the stuff. I need to hit 2 workouts today. Not sure if I will hit both, but it's a big mindset shift for me, and now it's just about writing that down, what I am, how do I act, and then going on about my goals. Alright guys, so now it's time for a push workout. I will be doing that one today, and today, over the course of the day, I decided that I will be waking up at 5 again. The last few months it was 7, but I just realized I need to have some time in the day where I can just focus on doing stuff. In that business that I'm working in, as soon as it's like 7 or 8 a.m, people are calling me, texting me, doing stuff, and I can't really focus. So I have to do it before that, otherwise it won't work. But anyways, let's roll the clips in 3, 2, 1. So guys, sorted everything kind of out. What I decided to change, besides my identity, is to wake up at 5 a.m. and to not eat until 11 a.m. So that's 6 hours of just work or maybe working out, depends on the day, and to eat carbs late in the day. So I usually have my smoothie where I have like fruits and stuff inside, but that's carbs. You just don't get more productive when you eat carbs. That's basically it. So I will put that to the end of the day. Of course, there's a lot of distractions, a lot of stuff. The thing with the apartment that I still don't have one. There's many things to fix, but these are the most important ones in my opinion. From that point on, it's only about the identity. So if you think about, I want to become this person, in that moment you have to think about who that person is and say, I am that person. That's how you do it. So you don't think, I want to become this, so I have to do that to achieve that. You think about, I want to be this kind of person. What does this person do? I am that person. Obviously, you won't make that switch instantly, but if you remind yourself of it every day and really think about what that person looks like, what you want to be, and then start doing exactly that, that's like the shortcut if you want or if you wish. You still have to do things. You won't just be someone and not do stuff, because that person that you want to become is a person that does big things, probably. But it starts with thinking you are that person. And with that said, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace.